Alessandra here from the Weston Public Library, bringing you another Imagine That Science. So for this week's Summer Library Adventures theme, it is summer fun. For our science experiment this week, we are going to be making a solar oven where you can cook some s'mores if you like for summertime. And since today is another really hot day, it's a great day where you can test this out outside. The things that you're going to need for this project are some type of box. I suggest a pizza box. Those are the easiest to use. Black construction paper, aluminum foil, plastic wrap, or you could use sheet protector, some type of plastic. You're going to need some type of tape, glue, and scissors or a craft knife that your parents will have to use to cut part of our cardboard box. You'll also need, if you're going to make the s'mores at the end, graham crackers, chocolate, and marshmallows. We all know how to make s'mores, right? Let's go over that part first. First, you're going to take the graham. Then you're going to take 3 pieces of chocolate on top of the graham. Then you take your marshmallow and put it on top of the chocolate. For this experiment, you won't have to roast that marshmallow first to melt everything else. You're going to use our solar oven to roast that marshmallow. After it's roasted, you'll take the last graham and put it on top. Alright, so if you want to learn how to make your own solar oven, follow these directions. Get that box ready. Like I said, I'm using a pizza box. I already prepped it. What you're going to do is on the top, you're going to measure about 1 inch from 3 sides, with the top side over here, okay, is going to go as far back as you can, and you're going to cut out that square, okay? So I've already cut out that square. You're going to take that square and take some tin foil or aluminum foil. You're going to wrap that square so it's completely covered with tin foil. You might need a couple pieces for this. I'm going to need another piece here. Okay, and this is what you need the tape or glue for. You're going to make sure that those edges are glued down so that they don't move. You don't want the aluminum foil coming off of that square. So anywhere it's lifting up where you folded, you're going to glue down. So that's going to be most of your edges. There you go. Cover your square, put that to the side. You're going to then take your box, open it up, and on the bottom, this is the bottom where the pizza would have been, you're going to tape or glue down black construction paper. So you might have to cut this into the shapes that it is. So I'm going to cut mine because it's a little bit bigger than what I have here. Okay, I'm going to just do one more strip here. Okay, and you're going to glue that down to the bottom so that there is nothing but black construction paper showing on the bottom of your cardboard box or your pizza box. So, just making sure mine sticks down. And you can use a glue stick or regular glue, or if you have Scotch tape, double-sided tape, you can certainly use that as well. You just want to make sure that that bottom is covered and the paper isn't moving, because that's where you're going to be putting your s'more stuff. So if you're going to be making the s'mores, it's going to end up going on top of your black paper here. Okay. And again, your parents can help you with this, especially the portion that we had to cut out of the box. And if they want to help with cutting your construction paper into size, that's great as well. So that is the bottom of my box, is all black construction paper. Now I'm going to take my plastic wrap, and the top lid where we cut out that hole, on the inside I'm going to tape down that plastic wrap. So stretch this out. And again, if you don't have plastic wrap at home, if you have sheet protectors, if you have very thin garbage bags, that may work, but you definitely want it to be very thin plastic so that the sun's heat can go through it. Okay, and I'm going to use some duct tape on the inside here to tape that down. And what you're doing is you're just covering the portion where we cut out the box. So I'm going to show you in just a second. Let me tape this down. Okay. A couple pieces of tape here. And you could use Scotch tape, whatever tape you have is fine. Okay, so I'm taping it on the inside here. All right, I'm gonna end up having to tape the outside because mine, my plastic wrap went onto the outside as well. So I'll tape that down here. And obviously the edges on the inside will be taped. You really don't want there to be any airspace. You really want the heat to get trapped inside that box. So I'm taping that portion, okay? So when I close it, I'm gonna have to tape another piece of plastic. But when I close it, okay, the plastic will cover this whole section. All right. Like I said, my plastic wrapped around. So I'll tape that as well on the outside here. So I'm going to finish taping the plastic and then I'll show you the next steps. So I have taped my plastic wrap inside my box, and I'm going to shut it just to show you what it looks like. This is my plastic wrap in the hole that we cut out. Now what you're going to do is, if you're making the s'mores, you're going to put your s'mores down on your black construction paper. Again, you're going to place down your graham cracker. Then on top of each graham cracker, you're going to do 3 pieces of chocolate. On top of the chocolate, you're going to put 1 giant marshmallow. You're not going to seal it with the other graham cracker yet, okay? And you're going to close your box once your s'mores are set inside, okay? Now I don't have s'mores in here, so I'm lifting the box just to show you. It's all closed. Here we go. We're going to do the last part. Remember the aluminum foil backing that we made? We are now going to take that, and to the back of our box, we're going to tape it to the back of our box. All right. So again, I'm going to cut a bit of the duct tape that I'm using, and at least 2 pieces here. All right. So I'm going to just show you the back of the box as I do this. I'm taking it. It's hard for me to. Okay. I'm taping it to the back of the box on both sides. Do the other side, and I'll show you what it looks like. Now you do want it to be aimed down, so it's bent a little bit. Okay, so it's taped, and I'm bending it down a little bit so that when the sun hits this aluminum foil, the heat is reflected downwards towards where we're making our s'mores. To make sure that this stays in place, if you have a skewer at home, if you have like a kebab skewer, or even just a stick from outside, I have this paintbrush right here of the, I'm going to make a little tiny hole here, the plastic, so your skewer can go in, like so, to hold this in place. There, little hole there. There we go. So it holds it in place. Make sure that this does not fall over. Now, you're going to go and put this in the heat outside in the sun for about an hour to watch what happens to the marshmallows. If it's really, really hot today, it probably won't take an hour. So I would check on it every 10 minutes if you're not going to stay outside with it. But you should start to see the marshmallows start to melt, the chocolates start to melt, and then when you're ready, you can lift off your skewer, open your box, put your graham cracker on top of the marshmallow, and enjoy your s'more. So that is your solar oven that you can use outdoors on these hot days to make some s'mores for some summer fun. And I hope you enjoyed Imagine That Science this week, and I won't see you next week because this is our last science experiment program for Summer Library Adventures, but I hope you had fun with all of these, and if you do make the s'mores with the solar oven, please let me know because I would love to see them made. See you guys soon.